This is the Nationstates website that I talked about in the last video. This is where the signature experience for the class is going to be created. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to nationstates.net. I also want you to pull up this sheet that I posted on the website here. And you'll see right here that this initial freedom screenshot that we're going to talk about is 25% of this grade. The completed worksheet is 50%, and then your final reflection is going to be the other 25%. And that's going to add up to 20% cumulatively, of your grade. So this is 5% of your grade, 10%, and then the other 5%. Okay. So here are the instructions again if you are having a problem following along in the video. So anyway, back to nation states. So I want you to come over here and you're going to create a nation. You are going to select anarchist because this gives you the highest starting personal, economic, and political freedom. Then I want you to answer these 8 questions based on what you actually believe. Okay, so I'm not saying I actually believe these things, but I'm just going to click them so I can show you the next screen. Notice how when you pick an answer, it loads these little icons here that tell you what kinds of stuff go up and down. I would encourage you to not look at those while you're making a decision. I mean, it's sort of unavoidable, but otherwise you might be swayed. Okay, so and then pick a history. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. Go to the next screen and you're going to create a name. You can randomize it if you want, something like that. Then you can pick whether you're a kingdom or an empire or whatever. And then you can randomize a flag, and you can randomize your currency, and randomize your national animal, randomize your motto, whatever you want. Anyway, so that's what I've done to create the one I'm getting ready to show you in a second. And then you put in your password here and hit create nation. Okay, so now we're going to go to the nation that I created, which is very cleverly called Kiner. So the Republic of Kiner is a civil rights love fest. We have a frightening level of civil rights, a strong economy, and a world benchmark in political freedom. What I want you to do as soon as you create your country is to come over here and click this little trend button. And then I want you to put your cursor on each of these lines, okay? And it will show you what the score is. So civil rights is 92 for me, 82, and 65. I want you to write these 3 numbers down, and then I want you to take a screenshot of this, of your initial freedoms, okay? If you can't see one of the lines, it means because they're on top of one another. So all you have to do for it to show is come up here to the drop-down menu and select, say, civil rights, and it will show you how things have changed. So currently, my civil rights are a 91.75. It shows a 92, but you'll see I started over here at a 90 yesterday before I had any issues. So it's a little interesting. Normally, it shows the trend, but for whatever reason, it's being problematic. Okay. So you can see right here, my economy started at 66, and now it has plummeted to 65.3. And then if you look at my political freedom, you can see that it started at 78 and now it has risen to almost an 82. Okay, so again, I want you to come in here and get these starting scores, but ideally, well, for me, I did some things yesterday and I already answered some things, but as soon as you start the game, I want you to come in here and take a screenshot of this. Then you can come up here to your issues and you pick one, and then I want you to copy the text of the issue itself, okay? And I want you to come over here to our worksheet, and you're going to fill in all this stuff, including those initial scores, like I said. And then you're going to come in here and you're going to paste this information right here where the name is, okay? Then I want you to come in here and I want you to pick this, okay? Whatever response you're picking, I want you to come in here and say, okay, this is the response that I picked. Okay, I'm not going to read these, I don't have time. And I'm going to accept whatever, okay? And then I'm going to go back to issues and I'm going to continue to solve them. Like I said, you're going to solve 15 total for the project, and you're going to check your scores after you've solved 5, after you've solved 10, and after you've solved 15. So that was my 5th issue that I've solved. So now I'm going to go click up here to go back to my country, and I'm going to go to my trends, and okay, my stuff didn't change after my first 5, so I'll report that. Also, I want you to note that the explanation of why did you pick this particular explanation? I really want you to think about why you are picking the things you are picking. Is it because that's what you think is correct? Is that because you're looking for something that's the most fair, even if you don't agree with it? Give me some of the reasoning with a sentence or two. Okay, so that's most of what we're doing in this project, and the only thing that's due this Friday is going to be the screenshot of this particular screen right here, showing what your initial freedoms started out as. Okay. And if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave a comment on this video itself, and don't forget to subscribe.